Welcome back to the Bitcoin Business Bureau, everyone. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. Today, I might look a little tired. It might look a little ragged. I was up late last night watching a particular coin that many of you know I am a big fan of, called the DIVI project. And it pretty much mooned overnight and went up even higher than I expected. But a lot of people were asking why and what's going on. And I can't really go into the why, but I can talk about the charts, and we look at the charts and see what they're telling us. But one thing I want to put out as a caveat to that, anything that you look at on the chart and technical analysis, it's just one data point. It's not necessarily everything. So the charts can tell you one thing, but it doesn't mean it's the full story. So let me start by let's look at the chart for a minute or two, because this is the kind of thing. Well, I'm going to hold off on that. Let me talk about briefly what's going on tonight. Tonight at 9 p.m., being joined by the one and only DiviDaddy, and we are going to host my Ask Me Anything Wednesday night call tonight, live at 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's free. Just join us there. Come with your questions. Ask questions about Divi or other projects. We can answer as best as we can and say what we're allowed to say. But the project is doing well, but please join us at 9 p.m. It's Ask Me Anything. You can bring other crypto questions. You can ask economic questions. You can ask whatever's on your mind. Whatever, what should I buy my significant other for Christmas? I don't know. Whatever you feel like asking. Buy him something Bitcoin related. Get him Bitcoin. Get him a wallet. Just get him a paper wallet. That's the gift that keeps on giving. But hey, that's a crypto answer. That's that. But we could talk about economics. We could talk about the dollar. We could talk about what's going on in real estate and silver and all that cool stuff. Just join us at 9 p.m. and we'll answer as best we can, and we'll have a good time doing it. So, but let's talk about this Divi project now. Nick Saponara, who was elevated to the role of CEO by Jeff McCabe, they're very close. They're very tight with that project. But Nick went over. I'm not sure exactly where. It seems, based on following his Twitter and putting in this context clues, it seems that he seems to be in a time zone that would line up with Europe, and things are going on. Things are definitely going on, and it seems like announcements and news are impending, but he's not allowed to say just yet. So the price is reflecting that, and the price is I have not seen Divi move up this quickly in a long time. And let's just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and you can't know this, but I'm doing this on Zoom, but I'm sharing this image. Here we go. And hopefully this looks out. Now, this is a little complicated. So let's see if I can move my cursor around. Now, hopefully this works. So I got a pointer here. So what I did is I drew a trend line. This is a daily chart on Divi. I use this off of my phone in an app called Tab Trader. It's a very good app and it's free. I would recommend that you get it. Especially if you do any technical analysis, and it has coins that if it's on a significant market, it's pretty much going to be there. So this is Qcoin and Divi against the Tether. So it's basically against the dollar. So what I noticed going back to, it looks like this is a daily chart, and I'm going back to, let's see, that's November 9th. So that's probably beginning of November. We had a spike up. This project went from below 4 cents. You see this gray line is 4 cents. It went from below 4 cents, spiked up into the 5 to 6 range. And then it's been an upward channel all the way up until, 10 cents yesterday. And then it finally broke through that psychological barrier of 10 cents. And then it just took off. And I don't know exactly what the price is right now. My phone's outside of my room because I don't want it to go off. It's been an interesting morning. My camera wasn't charged. My phone's been going off like crazy. That's what happens when Divi goes up. But the trend line clearly shows that when you break 10 cents, you change the dynamic and you change the character of the coin. And coins, when they get closer to significant milestones, especially below $1, a dime, a quarter, 50 cents, they tend to move more and more rapidly up towards that dollar mark. Now, I'm not calling for a Divi and a dollar. That would be wonderful, all for Divi investors. I'm sure everybody would be happy about that, or people just getting into the project. But clearly, the upward momentum is there. We've broken out of the channel. We're at the top of the channel. I was pretty much calling for this weekend about 12 cents. Well, we broke out of that, and what I did is I recharted this because people were asking me, "What do you see in the charts now?" Well, what I did is I put a Fibonacci retracement in here. I look to see that from here, from this point here, somewhere around, let's say the 6 cent line, it broke out. I would say, let's say that's going to be November 12th, and it jumped up to about 9 cents. So from 6 cents to 9 cents, and then I pulled back down. And this area in here, I would say from here to here was like a wave one. So from 4 cents to 9 cents. Then I did a retracement here. If I'm saying this is wave two in Elliott wave theory, going from about 9 cents down to about 7, then the 2.6 extension from that wave two is how you would measure wave three. Well, lo and behold, that 2.6 extension happens to line up with basically 14 cents, this gold line right here, which is what we hit last night / this morning. So this is what the charts are telling me. Now, the charts typically, if wave three is the biggest wave, and then there's typically a pullback, and it can pull back up to 50% of the wave three. So like that's going from 7 cents to 14. You could pull back 3.5 cents from 14 down to like say 10.5. So I would not be surprised if it retested 10 or 11 cents, came back a little bit into this channel, maybe even hit the top of the channel, and then went up again from there. And that the up from there, I would say, how would I, let's see, if it comes back, if it's at 14, it comes back to 10, it would probably go up in 1.5 times that. So maybe 16 cents. That's what the charts are telling me. Now, I can't, that's only one element of analyzing your coin. So let me stop sharing my screen because, you know, we're done with this chart. So that's just one aspect of like looking at a coin. Obviously there's news, there's the team, there's the tokenomics, there's all these different factors that factor in. There's the how's the project doing, what news is coming out. And we know that the Divi team has been very active working with companies like Viva Capital. We know about that. And full disclosure, I work with Viva Capital as well. But they're working with Viva Capital. They went to Dubai and they did, I think they've struck, built some relationships there. I don't know if they struck any deals. I'm not privy to that. But it seems to me that the upward momentum is there for this project. So these are the kind of, I just wanted to share that chart. That's the kind of thing I can share in my AMA tonight. We can review a coin or a chart in real time. And that's what I do for my Patreons. And that's, I wanted to talk about, you know, our clients. And I talk a lot with DiviDaddy, and DiviDaddy is going to be joining me tonight. But if you guys were able to be a fly on the wall for us and how we interact with our clients, it would be remarkable. And I can't stress it enough is that, you know, this has been a wild ride this year, me moving into full-time crypto and working with clients. And both DiviDaddy and I have always lived by one rule, which is always do right by your clients. And that has, you know, it's kind of a pay it forward thing. We're giving back to the community. That's, you know, we've profited, we've gained, not just monetarily, but socially, relationship wise, just growing our own personal circles. The people that we work with, we want to help them succeed, and then we all benefit. DiviDaddy and I talk all the time about creating multiple win situations, like a win-win situation or a win-win-win, or however many people is involved. We want to make sure everybody's happy and walks away fully like they've won from the situation. If everybody walks away from the table feeling that they've won, then you've done right by everybody and everybody's happy. And when products move from 4 cents to 12 to 14 cents, everybody tends to be happy. So we always try to do right by our clients, and it just leads to more and more requests from our clients, and we just try to fill that need, fill that void as best we can. I can't say what we're doing in January just yet, but we had a nice conversation yesterday where I would say by Christmas we should be able to announce what we're launching in February, and there will be early adopter deals to join us on the next path in our journey. But again, the mantra of what we've always believed in is do right by your clients, do right by the people that you work with, help them out as best you can. You won't be able to help everyone, but do the best you can, and always try to always remember to do right by your clients, and things will work out. So to do that now, it is December 1st. This is, I can't believe it's December already, but this is a free AMA tonight. But starting next week, and obviously for the rest of December, you can join my Patreon for just $20 a month and get backdoor access to me. That's the terrible phrase. I'm going to change that. You have backstage access. That's the right way to say it. And oh boy, I'm going to have to leave that one in there. All right. Going to have to live that one down for a while. Backstage access to me. You drop a message to me on Patreon. I drop a few different stories, articles, comments, but that is the best path to me to converse with me. It's getting a little bit more difficult to get a hold of me. I realize that. So Patreon is the best way. So join my Patreon. It's $20 a month. The first of the month is the best day to join. You get all 31 days for that $20. And then we just start again in January for another 31 days. Can't do anything about February being 28 days. It's still 28 days next year. Yes. But that's how we roll. That's how we do it. So we're always doing right by our clients. The AMA is tonight. Join myself and DiviDaddy to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Divi, economics, charting a coin, new project that we may not even know about. We can look at it and then we can give you feedback on Patreon. But again, thank you for spending the time with us. I hope to see you tonight at 9 o'clock. And as always, follow the leader.